Hello. So tonight's video is going to be on stretching. We typically at the end of every class, after we train, we spend about 5 to 10 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer, going into a longer stretching. So tonight we're actually going to film this at home so you can know what you can do at home to improve your flexibility for kicking and for just overall health. I'm going to use Isaac here. He hasn't really warmed up much. He's running around playing all day long, but I'm going to show you how much flexibility you can gain just by doing this few stretches. It'll take less than about 20 minutes. So the first thing Isaac's going to do is lay down with his legs open against the wall. So we do this. You can hold this stretch like 20, 30 minutes a day. Just this simple stretch right here will make you more flexible. So just stay there, Isaac, don't move. So from the bottom of his heel to the floor is 16.5 inches. Okay? Well, 16.5 inches. So go ahead and get up. We're going to stretch. We're going to use some simple things around the house. So he's just going to put both hands up against the door. He's going to get in a long front stance. What he's going to try to do, he's going to try to get long enough that he's putting pressure on the back of his calf muscle and stretch it out. Move it up a little bit more. There we go, move it towards the body. Do you feel it stretching there? Good, count to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep stretching. So when I'm stretching my calf muscle, sometimes I like to take my hip and push it forward a little bit and try to get a stretch in my soleus muscle or the hip flexor muscle. Do you feel that in there?
Yes.
When I reach my hand up, when you do this stretch again, you can feel like all your muscles are pretty much connected throughout your entire body. So I try to stretch the back of the calf, the hip, and when he's stretching his side, he probably feels a little bit of stretch in his side. He can actually move his hand over to the inside of his head a little bit, get even a greater stretch. Now switch to the other side. So he just stretches his calf out by pushing his heel downward. He's opening up the hip, pushing it forward, stretching his soleus muscle up in here. And he stretches his ribs and oblique muscles. So we're going to hold that for 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, good. Come with me. So here's another thing that we do. We'll do it over here. So Isaac's going to put one leg up. Try this third. If you can go up to the fourth one, that's fine. So no, go to the fourth one. Don't show off yet. Good. Yep, the fourth one. So he's going to turn, and he's going to reach down with both hands just to that bottom step. Just let both hands hang to the bottom step. And he's just going to stretch his hamstring for about 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now he switches. Now you could do this for longer. You could do it for 20 your first round, 30 your second round, 40 your fourth, third round. You can do it for kind of 100. But you want to do this repetitively. So count your head for 20. I like to lift my chest over top of my thigh and let both my hands hang like I have buckets of water in them and get my chin to go down towards my knee. You feel it?
Yeah.
We'll count to 20. When you're done, just stand up. So we're going to go back over here to the couch again. So now what Isaac's going to do, he's going to put a foot on the couch and get into like a long lunge position. I'll demonstrate. And when you're dropping down, again, you want to stretch that soleus muscle, and you're going to stretch that quadricep. Then walk that leg out. Again, you can stretch. Stretch. Go ahead and do that each side for about a 20, 25 second. And as you're dropping, do you feel it stretching?
Yeah.
Yep. And all you want to do is breathe. You want to breathe real slow in through the nose, out through the mouth, really slow, and relax the muscles. So as you're stretching them, you're relaxing the muscles. Do it for about 20 seconds. Do the other leg now. For me personally, when I'm stretching, my quadriceps never really feel tight, but I do feel tightness in my hip flexors and soleus muscles and stuff in here from sitting all day. So the more I stretch them out, my hamstrings get tight. The more I stretch them out, I'm good. My calves are tight. Again, daily stretching makes me feel great. Good. So now he's just going to get down to a big squat position, and he's going to go and he's going to drop his hips down and just push the knees out as he does it. Just push it out like you're almost doing a front split or a straddle position. Yep, just push them out. You're trying to get his hips to drop down. That's pretty good, actually. Do about 20 seconds. Good. Go back and repeat this process again. We're going to do it for 30. So you're going to count on your own for 30. Do both calves and stretch your hips as you do it. Nope. Just stand up. We're going to get the measurement at the end. Go ahead. Yep. And you're going to stretch one of your calves for a count of 30. Really push that heel downward. Push the heel downward, not up. Get that stretch in your calf. Do the other side. Normally I do 3 to 4 rounds of this on the weekends. It takes me about 10 to 20, probably takes me about 20 some minutes. And then I sit against the wall for 10 to 20 minutes. And again, usually I do that Saturday and Sunday because Monday through Friday I'm training at the dojo. So I get a lot of stretching in there. And again, that helps a lot. Everything in balance. You need good strength training, good resistance training, good endurance training. And you want to get good and get flexible. Should I go downward? Stretch that calf muscle. Should be feeling long stretching that calf muscle. So I just got to run through 2 rounds of this tonight. Then I'm going to show him an extremely fun other stretch. Go back to your hamstrings over here on the steps. So now he did the 4th step. He's going to move to his 5th step tonight. Go up to your high. All right, we have higher steps up there. He's going to go up to the very top step with his leg. Yep. And then you're just going to lean forward and feel your hamstring stretch. Another thing he could be doing here that I like to do, I like to take my fingertips. Look, smile for the camera. I take my fingertips underneath and I feel my hamstring and I just, tell him how that felt.
I didn't. Yeah, that hurts.
And I just run my fingertips up and down my hamstring muscles and in and out this way. Gotta do that. And I try to get in there and I try to separate my hamstrings a little bit and run them up and down. It helps break up the muscle fiber. And again, you're going to try to break up maybe some scar tissue. Use both hands. Just go up and down for about a count of 30 to the back of the leg. If it's painful, it's working. Okay? Do about 30 seconds. Just a real light massage up and down for about 30 seconds. You want to break up the muscle. You get that muscle fascia around the muscle. You want to let that open up, expand, let the muscle grow. Or let the muscle stretch. You're counting? Good. Both sides are 30.
30.
Good. Do the other side. Steps are a great thing, great tool you can use at home for flexibility. Pull your toes up and towards your head as you do that. You get even a greater range of motion. It's almost like a split position. So now that he's done, I'm going to show you another exercise since we're over here to help you again. So he's going to get like this. He's going to put it on the 4th step. Put his leg on the 4th step. Good. Turn it sideways like a side kick. And then from here, all he's going to do He's going to turn it like a side kick and have it straight out. And all he wants to do is lift his foot with his hip about 10 times. Lift it straight up and down 10 times and try to hold it. Try to do 10. We get done to 10 stairs. Good. And then he wants to turn. No, you have to leave your foot here. He wants to turn and just leave your foot the way it is and see if you can touch the ground and stand up. Touch and stand. So I do a few of those every day. Sometimes I'll come up in fighting stance. It's a great exercise. He probably feels it in his body stretching. Good. Do your other side for 10. Yep, right there, and then just lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead, turn and touch the ground now. Come up fighting stance. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Good. So, I'll show you real quick. Yeah, you're coming up. After you get that stretch, come up 1, 2, don't even touch 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can do circles. You can do figure eights. If you don't have steps, you just come up towards the wall, hold it, and just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just working that. Just hold that up like that. Builds up a lot of strength in your hips. So you're standing up like that in fighting stance. Okay? So go ahead back over there, do your hips again. Yeah, turn around, put your foot up on the chair. Do that for 30 seconds. Yeah, and just really try to get that good deep stretch and breathe. You want to breathe and relax. That's a very important thing with stretching, being able to relax. Anytime there's a stressful situation, like we're in right now, staying calm, breathing, relaxing, corrects the body. When you're stressed out, it lowers the body's ability to fight off different diseases. So you want to just remain calm. So breathing in and out, slowly, do the other side. Stretching, practicing martial arts is a great way to relieve that pent-up energy inside from everything that's going on. Anxiety, all that stuff is going on. So you just want to breathe. Keeping your kids active all day long is a great thing. Keep them off video games as much as you can. Everybody likes to play video games, but again, everything has to be in balance. Today, my boys started their training logs that we sent out to all the students. They also started their journals of training. So they're doing a couple hours of physical training and mental training, reading books, doing math, working on Spanish, science. And Isaac was practicing his piano. Music is a martial arts, I believe. It's an art. So I'm going to link that video of him practicing a little bit. Right. So this is going to be an added bonus for all your parents who love your kids, right? So Isaac, lay down and face the camera on your belly. Yeah, I did this before. You can use a rolling pin. I have a roller at school, some nubs on it. So this is it does hurt somewhat. It hurts like painful wise, but he's gonna live through it. It's actually pretty beneficial. So you can come around here, Alex. So this calf muscle, I'm gonna be gentle with it. You can sit here and knead it with your fingers. How'd that feel?
Not good.
It's not too bad. I mean, it does hurt a little bit. Isaac runs every day, and he runs every other day. He runs about 1 mile to 2 miles on the treadmill or outside.
I ran 3.5 today.
He ran 3.5 today. He said, my sons are on cross country, so we train. So again, you can the calf muscles get really tight. And again, even the feet, roll your feet on tennis ball or a baseball or something. Your feet get tight, and again, that's where your foundation starts. And it goes up to your calf muscles. It goes up to your hamstring muscles, your quad muscles. So you take this. I'm just going to be gentle. I'm just going to roll. Tell me if it's too much.
Fine.
And I just roll a few times. Up the calf. It looks simple, but it actually doesn't feel that great. But again, I've had it done myself numerous times, and after it gets done, you feel a great release of pressure. Okay?
It doesn't feel good and it tickles.
Yeah, it feels good, it tickles. And how's that feel?
Tickles a lot. And
Alright, good. Stand up. Come over here. So I'm going to show you one more stretch. So he's going to get down into a horse riding position, bending his knees. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to put my head. I'm going to put your arm up here. I'm going to put my shoulder on his hip, like this. I'm going to insert this above, not on the knee, above the knee. And I'm going to press it into the adductor muscle, I believe it is. Or abductor muscle inside there, the groin muscle. I'm just rolling it up the leg. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Good. I'll do it twice. How's it feel? Kind of hurts. Get that muscle. You can roll it a little bit gently. Gently. How's that feel?
Stop.
Good. So I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other side. Stay there. You can use a rolling pin. One's this way, one's this way. I just roll it up. Just roll it up. And I roll it back and forth a little bit. How's that feel? Good. You can do the same thing when he's sitting here, just roll on the outside of the quad muscles.
That hurts more than the inside.
Good. Sit down once on your butt. So pull your pant legs up once. With the quadriceps, can you flex? Flex the quad. Like a muscle. So you have to push it this way and then pull your toes towards your hips. Don't fight me. Go with me. So flex. Okay? So, if Isaac had a big muscle there, okay?
I know how to flex my arms, I don't know how to flex legs.
See how I'm flexing that? Squeeze it like that.
I'm like pulling this.
I'm picking my feet up. See how I'm pulling it back and up? So when you do that, you have a muscle here on the inside of your knee. Get the name of it. They call it the teardrop muscle. So if that becomes too strong or too weak, it pulls the knee out of alignment. So again, that can cause knee pain. The quadricep, obviously, is made up of 4 muscles. 3, I believe, are attaching down here. The 4th one is up here to move the thigh this way. And then the other 3 are, again, to flex the tibia and fibula forward with the knee. But when any of the muscles come imbalanced on your quadriceps, that's going to lead to poor tracking on your knees. So the imbalance will come from resistance training, not being in a proper technique, or favoring one side, or just doing a technique incorrectly. Imbalance also comes from if, say he's right-legged, I'm right-legged dominant, and my left leg is actually more flexible. So again, if this leg is a little bit more flexible, then this leg is a little bit more tighter with the muscles. Again, you may have knee pains, or it may cause pain in your lower back, or you may get pain in your thoracic spine area or in your neck. Everything is connected from your foot to the top of your head. So again, that's why you want to warm up everything. We warm up from our neck joint, shoulder joints, arms, hands, hips. You want to move that thoracic spine area around, and then move down your knees, your ankles, get everything warmed up, and then when you stretch, I kind of stretch from the bottom up. When I warm up from the top down, I stretch from the bottom up. So again, you want to try to, the more balance you have, the less injuries you're going to have. And that balance has to be in your activity, balance has to be in your nutrition, your balance has to be in your resistance training, your balance has to be in your mental training, spiritual training. Everything has to be you're never going to be equilibrium. You're never going to have that equilibrium. You're always going to have something going on. So again, it's just always trying to find balance. Got to pull that down and then get against the wall. We're going to measure and see if he gained any flexibility. So he was at what, 15 and a half inches?
16 and a half.
16 and a half. He opens up his legs. How do you feel now?
Show horse up
Just see it right there. Let's see where he's at. His ankle is there. So he made it down to a little bit under. He's at 11 inches and 3/4. 11 and 3/4. So he gained about a half a foot of flexibility. And it took less than 20 minutes. Again, I like to run through this. I try to count to, say, 40 my first time. You're good. 60 the second time, and about 100 third time. And then, again, I'll sit like this for approximately 10 to 20 minutes, sometime longer. Another good thing from here, this actually helps really with the lower back. Put your legs straight up, both of them. So he can work on strengthening his leg muscles by slowly opening them and pulling them together. A few of those. That works. Pull them straight up. Another great stretch is pull them straight up. Straight up. If he takes this foot and tries to put it over here a little bit, this one stays. This one goes over, across. You feel the hamstring stretch? He can do that, both legs. Sometimes I'll reach back and try to go like this. How does that feel? Feels good. And then the last thing I like to do here is I'll track my knees outward and go into a butterfly position. Yep. And I'll pull my feet. And I'll sit like that. Sometimes I put my hands on my knees. Just like this. Yep. And I press them apart a little bit. And you can feel, again, you're getting a good deep stretch through different ranges of motion. Again, beginning of class, your warm-up should be dynamic. I don't like to do ballistic. Ballistic is a little bit more faster, a little bit more harsher on the body. Dynamic, I like that type of warming up, where you're just moving through your range of motion. And then at the end, when you're done training, you should do more of a static and passive cool down, where you're stretching the muscles, trying to improve your range of flexibility. And that's my timer. So it's been 20 minutes, and he improved his flexibility by a half a foot. All right? Good job. Thank you. Kung Su. Little rusty.
Yeah.
Took a couple of days off.
Yeah, trying to run and work and stuff.
Gotta be consistent and practice. Go ahead, practice. Play me something good.
This is my favorite song of the song, but I messed it up. It goes. I went. But I was supposed to go. And this is a little complicated, but
Okay, go ahead, play it, buddy.